doodly, everybody, and welcome back to the Pearson Podcast. Hope you're all doing absolutely fantabulous as always. Welcome back to episode 66. You know what I'm saying? Hope you're all doing fantabulous as always. I'm Riley Pearson, your host, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about. Oh, my mom just texted me. She got an uncommon. Okay, I'll talk about what she just texted me a little later. So before we get into any of the juice, I have a Patreon in the description. If you have a little extra money or want to support me, that'd be great. If not, totally fine. I'm going to be updating my Ramadan or Riley Dawn experience. Going to be talking about VeVe NFT haul. Going to be talking about I have an acupuncture appointment in a couple days. Not much to talk about that because I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be talking about what I blah blah. I'm going to be talking about my Instagram update, how I've been struggling with the algorithm, and I feel like algorithm is just an excuse for making not good enough content, but whatever. And I think who knows what the main juice is going to be. I never know in these things, but going to be talking about, me and my fam watched Moonknight, the TV show on Disney Plus. So I watched the first and second episodes, the only two that are out. I've got some thoughts on it, okay? So, let's get right into this. Hopefully the audio is good. I don't know. Last time I did it, I did it way closer, and it's just like, hopefully it's fine. So, just right off the bat, Riley Dawn. Okay, so I've been doing it for about a week now, and it's difficult. And I'm not even doing the full thing, but the thing that makes it the most difficult by far is no one around me is doing it. No one I live with, aka my family, is doing it because I'm just doing it for fun. Again, I'm not religious or anything like that. I'm just doing it for fun. And my parents and my family, it's like we'll go out. My mom has a day off work. We'll go out and do something fun. And in the morning, where you want to get coffee, I'm like, heck yeah, because that's still like, maybe some of you out there like get coffee at like Starbucks all the time, but me, I don't know, I still feel like that's a treat. I'm like, well, heck yeah, I can't pass on the coffee. And a lot of these things you'll find are just willpower things, really, and living for that day as opposed to living in the future. And I've talked about that before, and it's something I need to work on, but it's one of those things that it's really difficult to get over because it's like finding that balance between living for the day and living for the future. It's so difficult because I know you should do both. So you need to find the right balance. I really don't know how to find that balance. It's a very difficult thing to find, in my opinion, because I'm all about really dissecting my personality, my day-to-day routine, my physical activity, just every aspect of my life. And I really like fine-tuning everything. It makes life a lot more difficult, but I think in the end, it'll pay off because I'll be honest, I'm almost jealous. I mean, I'm not, but I'm almost jealous of the people that just can just go through life not thinking about anybody's opinion, don't care about listening to people, just in their own head, in their own world, doing whatever they want. you know, it's an easier life, but I feel like it's a less fulfilling life for sure. Sure. But that's my opinion. You know what I mean? And I need to get my transcriber up because I already forgot what I was talking about. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. We talking about well, real quick, since I already forgot what I'm talking about, I watched Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones uh special last night. I've watched it before, I'm almost positive. Maybe I haven't, I don't know, but whoa. Like literally, usually comedy specials I don't like. I'll laugh out loud a couple times. And I don't want to say I'm reserved when I'm watching comedy, but a lot of the time I'm more of like in awe and just looking at this spectacle. I don't know if that's the right word, but just watching this beautiful piece of art and it's such well crafted joke. But that special, I bursted out laughing like 10 times, and it was amazing. And I actually could watch it all the way through. I mean, if you've ever talked to anybody about comedy specials, almost always what they'll say is, "I liked it, but it was too long. I liked it, but it was too long." Um, and I liked it, and I wish it was longer. So I think that's huge. If you haven't seen it and you don't get offended easily, then watch it because I think it is just so amazing. I'm gonna go back and watch all of his specials again now because I mean, wow, just so hilarious. Um, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the Ramadan. Okay, so we'll go out, we'll have coffee, and I'm like, heck yeah, I'm not gonna pass on this opportunity to have coffee with the fam and my mom. Those kind of go hand in hand, but um, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna pass on that. And then we'll go out to a restaurant. You know, we're an out on the day doing whatever. I think we were actually planning on going to the zoo. Excuse me. We were planning on going to the zoo, and and there was this huge accident. Um, uh, there was this huge accident on the highway, and it was literally, I checked the traffic. I need to recenter myself. I checked the traffic report, and it said like an hour and a half delay, and we're like, shh. And so, you know, this was a sign. Um, my mom and dad and little brother Jax, they like going to the casino. I went once with them, and see, they play slower with their money, and I just like boom, boom, boom. And I got pretty high up and then lost it all because stupid machine, like I thought it was 5 cents or 50 cents, but it was actually $5. So I was like, oh, I'm out. So I was like, all right, casinos suck. So um but they like it a lot, and luckily for us the accident happened right there on the casino exit. So we're like, why don't we go to the casino? Went to the casino, blah blah blah, and then afterward, and then we got off, and the accident. It was a bad accident, and God rest whoever got affected with that, or God bless, God rest, God rest, and God bless whoever got affected with that. But we got out of the casino. We were in there for like, I mean, 45 to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, something like that, and and yeah, we got out, and it was still insane. So we were like, well, let's just head home. Um, and it was so insane that the actual other side of the highway was closed as well. So we had to go the back way all the way around, and that's a whole thing. It's really sad because a lot of the time, you know, uh, those accident sites or whatever and the traffic caused by it, just is going to cause more accidents from people being too impatient. And oh my God, the people, it's like they were driving on the side of the road, the ones, the side that has like all the gravel and the, those bumps. And they just didn't even care. It was, driving down. I'm like, you are, I mean, just impatient, Patience is something that I need to get tattooed on my forehead because it's like, it's so important in life. Patience. But that's besides the point. What was I talking about? Okay, so yeah, we just headed home, and we hit a restaurant on the way home. Like, we don't normally go to restaurants, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be the party pooper and be like, I'm doing this thing. I'm not gonna get food and like, just like I gotta live life as well. So it's finding the balance. So basically, that's happened a couple times. And also just willpower has gone to the best of me. One, and I'm still talking about Riley Dawn / Ramadan. If you guys, need an update. So sometimes, things like that will happen. There's been a couple times where I accidentally wake up later. I wake up like way past the the fasting when it starts, and I didn't get a chance to drink any water, and then another time where I worked out like crazy hard, and then I was like, shoot, I can't even drink water right now. So uh, I have had more success recently, but again, just something that I am slowly working into. Again, the biggest part is just my family isn't doing it, and that makes it so difficult. Um, you know, you got people eating all around you all the time, and so that's made it difficult. But I'm still trying to do it because I still think it's fun, and nonetheless, I've still cut down a heck of a lot of the unhealthy stuff, and lowered my portions a lot and everything, and I feel a lot better. Um, I think I've lost weight. I mean, I feel like I've lost weight at least. And I've been going on walks every day. And now what I'm going to do, what my daily plan is as far as physical activities, I do a walk every day, um, half an hour to 45 minutes at least. I do that. I try and go. I mean, 2 walks is great, but sometimes, it's just, whatever. And then every day I'll do a yoga kind of routine because I really want to work on uh, strengthening my back, the feel range of motion for my neck, my back, and all of my body parts. I think yoga is absolutely huge because if you don't know, look it up. And then so everyday walk, everyday yoga, and then every other day I do this workout routine, if you will, um, where I believe it's a. I'll just pull up what the. I have a little playlist on YouTube. Let's see what it's. Okay. Um, okay, so it is a chest workout, an abs workout, and a full body workout because the chest and abs is something that I really am lacking, and I'm already doing back exercises like throughout the day, because if you don't know, physical therapy, doing the band workouts and all that jazz, and so yeah, doing the back just basically constantly, plus the walking yoga helps with the back. So the main thing that I need to work on is chest and abs, and then the full body works, the rest of the stuff. So that's the daily / every other day thing, routine, and that's been going good, because I'm going on a huge vacation on May 15th, and um, um, you know, I um, I really wish I could. Okay, sorry. The thought in my head came out of my word. It came out of my mouth. I was thinking, I really wish I could drink some water right now because my voice is like. Most people doing Ramadan don't have podcasts, I'm assuming. So I apologize if it gets really, you know what I mean? I really am trying to stop that. Uh, but what was I saying before? What was I thinking? Oh, yeah. So I'm going on the vacation May 15th, and you already know I'm going to be going hard with delicious food. Um, delicious food. Well, as far as things that'll mess with my, you know, uh, eating habits, I guess, that I'm trying to create. But there's a balance still. I'm, maybe not going to go insane. Whatever. Let me worry about that. But I still am going to try and work out, do the same routine on the vacation, because all of these routines um, that I do don't require any equipment. The only thing actually is just this little band that it's like literally just a little blue stretchy rubber band thing, and 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 yeah, that just hooks into a door and allows me to pull and whatever. So yeah, I'll be able to do all of this stuff still, plus walking on the road trip. So that would be super fun. Um, yeah, so it'll I mean, if anything, maybe it'll motivate me to go even harder because I know that I'm not eating healthy. But this is a big thing that I'm coming to realize. Delicious food, and I don't know if I'm coming to realize this or if this is a thought that's just coming to my mind right now, but delicious food, truly delicious food, is very important to me because I have opened my food eye ever since I worked at that restaurant. Previously, no food experience. I would have a burger with just meat, bun, meat, and ketchup. Okay? Yes. I realize now that's pathetic. Completely pathetic. Sorry if you know, are like that right now. I know you don't feel like that's insane right now. You're like, lettuce, tomato, blah, blah, blah. Cheese, who am I? But, and that's exactly how I felt at this stage, or at that stage as well. But once you open your mind to the chemistry of food, for me first, it was the burger. You butter the buns, you toast the buns. Not just mayonnaise, not just mayonnaise, aioli, which is a fancy word for mayonnaise, but it's not. You add some salt, you add some pepper, you add some lemon juice, you add some lemon zest, you add some garlic, and then boom! It's an entirely different thing. So we're only at bun and mayonnaise right now, okay? And this is only a burger. Again, instead of sheets of lettuce, shred the lettuce, because the last thing you want to do is bite into the burger, pull away, and then the entire lettuce flaps over your. You know what I mean? We've all been there. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Shred the lettuce, okay? So you get a decent amount of lettuce. One, you can put more lettuce on there, I believe, and two, you get actually you don't have to sharpen your teeth to slice through that piece of lettuce with each bite. And then, of course, the patty itself, you need 80/20. I mean, if you're trying to go healthy, if you want to make the most delicious burger, 80/20, nothing else. Season it. I mean, I like Johnny's, just all purpose seasoning, but That's just me. Cheese, in my opinion, cheddar, and how the burger is cooked is very important as well. I mean, there's multiple different ways you can do it. There's multiple different styles, whether it's an 8-ounce regular, or if it's some sort of smash type thing. And I'm just going through what's in my brain now, and before it was just burger, nothing on it, ketchup. All right, I'm just going through what is going through my brain as of now after working at that restaurant that changed my life with food. Tomato, yeah, you need the tomato on top. Oh yeah, and by the way, the layers matter hugely. Bun, mayonnaise, lettuce on the bottom because the lettuce helps soak up the juices of the burger. And yes, if your burger isn't juicy, is it a burger? Lettuce, burger, cheese, tomato on top of the cheese, and you need to salt and pepper the cheese. You can go easy on the pepper, but you need to add a little bit of salt. Um, and then, I put aioli on both sides of the bun. You put the bun, and I don't like onions as well, so that's still something. I mean, at least raw onions. Like, who am I? Raw onions? That's not for me. And it's not for Gordon Ramsay either. I'm just saying, one of the best chefs in the world. He doesn't like onions either. All right. So, and that's the perfect burger. But that's besides the point. That's what's going through my head now that after I've worked at that restaurant. So it's a blessing and a curse, really. But then again, even before I was working at that restaurant, I still ate unhealthy things. Like, actually, come to stink of it, I I I eat less unhealthy, like processed foods. Okay, so where before I would have a bunch of microwave chimichangas, just frozen chimichangas. They're still delicious. I still would gobble them up, but I'm less inclined to because I see the possibility when I look at ingredients and when I look at leftovers or anything. I'm like, oh, well, I could do a stir fry. I could make, blah blah blah. I could make it a taco salad. I could do all these things. Okay. Oh, I could have a regular spicy ramen, or I could chop up some leftover steak real thin. I could cut up an avocado, throw that in, mix it all in. It brings it to another level. And not only does it do that, it makes it a little bit more healthy. Because, it's getting, blah, blah, blah. Steak and avocado is more healthy. So that's the thing. Kind of lost here. I'll get back on track. What brought up this whole conversation? Let's go back and see. Um, oh yeah. So what I was saying is good food matters to me. Good, greatly composed, technically precise, consistent food is what I love. And I really respect it. And it's something that I really don't want to get rid of in my life, because eating a delicious meal truly, truly makes me very happy. And I know I'm not alone, of course, but it's something that I realize, okay, so if I'm not going to get rid of that, if I'm not going to cut out delicious food, then I need to, you know, do some sort of be active every day, aka go on the daily walk, work out every other day, do a yoga thing every day. I would say work out every other day. Work out every other day, do a yoga every day. It's like, that's just what I need to do in order to not, excuse me, gain excess weight and be able to still eat all this delicious food. And here's the thing. It's not like I'm eating, unhealthy things. Like, yes, a burger technically isn't healthy. The most unhealthy thing about it probably is just the bun, right? Without the bun, it's just basically I don't know, a beef salad, I guess. I don't know. But you add the bun, it's bread. So that's the thing. I don't know. But that's just the thing. I'm kind of losing what I'm talking about right now, so that means I should probably move on. So that's the thing. I don't know what brought it up, but delicious food really matters to me. So when I go on this trip, I still want to pig out to a certain extent. I still want to eat, uh, you know, say we're in a special place and, they have this special thing. I'm going to eat the special thing because that stuff matters to me. All right. All I need to do to counteract that, work out hard, um, and whatever. You guys heard. So that's how Riley Dawn / Ramadan is doing. Doing pretty good. Just needing to find the balance still. And by the time I find the balance perfectly, it's probably gonna be done. But so that's gonna be the thing that kind of makes me make or not make this video. The edited video on Ramadan, because I don't want to disrespect the thing and make this whole video and be like, yeah, I only did it about half of the time and blah, type of thing. So we'll see on that. Um, so let's go over the VeVe NFT haul, shall we, real quick? Okay, so a little backstory on VeVe. VeVe is a app on iOS or Android, and NFTs or non-fungible tokens. They're linked to cryptocurrency. It's a huge thing. Um, if you don't know and want to skip ahead, just skip ahead. And when I put my phone down, it's probably I'm done talking about it. But I am really interested in it, and that's just me, baby. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so what dropped is the Batman Black and White. Okay, so and this app is different from other NFT apps. Okay, so most NFT apps or most NFTs in general are like made by people like you or I, just just regular people. They don't own a business. They don't own any crazy thing. They're just maybe an artist that likes to do art on the side. They upload their pictures in NFT. If people like it, then they'll buy it, and sometimes it improves in value. Honestly, explaining the whole NFT thing would take an hour, and honestly, I don't necessarily 100% understand it myself. Um, the thing that everybody says is basically digital trading cards, but because there's only a certain amount, blah blah blah. Look into it if you'd like, but I'm just gonna tell you, VeVe, in my opinion, is the best NFTs you can get in the world because they aren't just random doodles, and I'm not talking about people's art, random doodles. I'm just saying they're not just random things or randomly 10,000 randomly AI generated. Those are the things I hate. I'll tell you this right now. If you have some lizard and this is a thing, and if you're into NFTs, you already know. People will make these drops where it's like, I don't know, whatever. It's like they'll just put it like put a picture of a lizard going, and then they'll add different things like glasses or different colored shirts or different color hats, and they'll just add all these tools and then put it into an AI software to randomly generate all these things and then they'll make like 10,000 randomly generated things. I'm like, a robot made that, okay? You didn't do anything. If you went through and made 10,000 of those unique things, brava. But what was that, like a day of work? A day of work for 10,000 items. You expect people to buy that? And people do. People buy that for lol. And to me, I'm like, hey, I'd rather have, better stuff. So, and I realize that it's objective, like I like that lizard with the purple hat and the green sunglasses because it reminds me of me or whatever, or has this special utility. That's great. You do that. Good for you, not for me. Bull. The thing that VeVe, I feel like, is changing the game is, drumroll, it partners with mofos such as the United States government, aka the Postal Service, uploading NFTs as stamps, Adventure Time, Ultraman, Back to the Future, Batman, DC as a whole, Marvel as a whole, Disney. And if you don't know, Disney owns Marvel, owns Star Wars. It's the Star Wars NFTs on here. Cartoon Network, littler um, uh, artists like Ron English, which isn't little at all. But as opposed to Disney, Coca-Cola. I mean, what? Um, I mean, just absolutely huge. DreamWorks. I mean, Ghostbusters, Da Vinci. I mean, double James Bond. I mean, it's insane, absolutely ludicrism, and and that's why I think they're super cool. That's why, ladies and germs. So uh, so now that you're all kind of caught up to speed on what VeVe is, and it's kind of difficult because I should technically go into what I just said every podcast, but it's that difficult balance of speaking for the people that are already listening and speaking for the people that are new or that already have listened to the previous ones and people that are newer, which there are probably more new people than people that have continued to watch because this is still a brand new podcast, blah blah blah. Um, so so I don't know. Sometimes I'll go into what I just said. Sometimes I won't. But if you already knew everything I just said, I apologize. Okay, so the things that dropped. So the Moonknight drop. I think I might have already talked about this. I'm not sure, but in case I did, I'll just skim through it. I got the ultra rare of the Moonknight 2. Um, this fella here, if you know the app. Already sold it. Got a decent chunk of change off of that, just some profit. And then Inhumans #5 dropped, and and this is it's a comic. There's also comics. I didn't even get into you know the comics. I just went over the collectibles, but that's what the cover looks like. I know it's hard to see or whatever, but this is a B tier comic, and they're going for currently like I don't know, well, let's see. They're going for $5.45. Okay, so I got an uncommon off the drop, and then I bought a rare for $14. And if you don't know the app, then doesn't make much sense to you. But these are all investments. Now the big boy ticket is the Batman Black and White just dropped, and you know I think Batman is the number one super. Yeah, it's either Spider Man or Batman, and VeVe has both. Um, but it's one or the other, and and I got a rare and a uncommon. I thought the rare looked super cool. Um, I mean, it doesn't look like, the regular Batman that come to love, but I thought it looked cool, so that's why I got it, and I'll just show you a picture of him right now. Unique, and it's almost one of the cheapest ones selling. Go figure. Of course, the one that I go for, but um, that's besides the point. I mean, there's this fella as well, and this was the common is why I didn't go for it, because you know, I almost certainly could get it on the market, but this is what he looks like. Like he's one of the coolest looking Batmans on the app for sure. Um, but yeah. So, and I got an uncommon as well. Sold that, and of course he's worth like $30 more than what I sold him for. But that's besides the point. This is all so early. Okay. Once NFTs. Oh yeah, sorry. Before I go on, well, I'll just say a Coca-Cola drop happened after that. I'll talk about this after. But once NFTs get mass adopted by the world, I mean, game over, right? But but um but once VeVe, I mean, VeVe is absolutely massive, and it hasn't even done any advertising at all. No commercials, no advertisements, no nothing. And I mean, it's insane. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, um, what I'm saying is, VeVe, I feel like it's still crazy early. You can get onto it, and um, it's still early. It really is, and the prices on the market are so low right now. It's just like there's a reason behind that, blah blah blah, and VeVe still has some uncertainty. A lot of people are mad at the CEO or whoever controls it for not having cash out yet, not having a couple of these things that, it's the ongoing joke of like soon, and then dates being pushed back and blah blah blah, but you know fortune favors the brave. I can't tell you anything else. So before I get into what my mom. Okay, so there was a comic this morning. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's actually a comic every day for the next 5 days, and this was the first one. So before I get into that, a Coca-Cola drop was yesterday. It's like this new Starlight, or I guess it's not even new flavor, but whatever. I got arguably the worst one. These are the four you could have got. It's like sorry, I was like trying not to talk super loud in the mic. It's like just a can with like a cool swoosh around it, an orb with Coca-Cola in it, a creation's footprint, which who knows? It kind of just that's the one I got, and arguably the worst one, and then the first Coca-Cola can that went to space, which is super cool. I got the rare, and my little brother Jax, he got the common, and I still feel like they could release some sort of thing where it's like if you have one of these, then you get some sort of coupon for it, or something like that. So that's besides the point. The common that dropped this morning is called Fallen Sun: Death of Captain America, issue number 1, and I believe there were 5 issues. I don't know, and the next 5 days are gonna give off all the issues. So I went for it. I knew it wasn't insane, but here's the thing about comics: they're all $6.99, and the lowest it'll sell for is like 4. So the lowest you'll lose is like $3. All right. But you have the chance, and that's just the common. You have a chance of getting an uncommon, a rare, an ultra rare, and a secret rare. And the secret rare right now is going for like, I don't know, probably around $170, which is good. So it's like from $7 to $170. Flip it, you buy something or whatever, and that $170 can keep you going for a while, unless you want to buy something to invest in like Woody. Yes, this app has Woody. Yes, this app has Iron Man. I mean, who are we kidding? Yes, this app has the DeLorean. I know. So my mom went for it as well. She got an uncommon, and what she says is, I've never gotten an uncommon on a drop, and I like that serial number too. Yeah, that's cool. 12606. That is cool. Let me just reply to her right quick. Count to 5 seconds. Count to another 3 seconds, please. And yeah, so that's VeVe, ladies and gentlemen. I guess next episode I'll be telling you guys about how I'll be talking about how those 5 drops went. If I get the common, I resell it. I mean, if I'm being totally honest, I resell all of those commons, or all of those comics, even if I got the secret rare, just because I only keep things that I like, and yeah, that's that. Only keep things that I like, and I'll go for something that I don't like, but I see instant profit in. I flip it, and that's how I've only spent, I think, like $250. Ooh, my mom just got the stamp. They just released the "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" stamp from 1908. Oh wait, hold on, just a GIF. Hold on, just a GIF, peanut butter, because she just got an 3908. Hold on, because I believe this stamp released in 1908. So if she just got 3908, that could be very good. Let me see real quick. We'll just do this live. Why not? Okay, let's see here. Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, so you've all heard of the "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" thing. I could have swore I saw 1908. Am I tripping? Bear with me, friends. Sorry, hold on just a second. I think this actually could be 1908. Yeah, 1908 is when the song came out. Let me just reply, or I guess I'll do it in voice chat so you guys know what I'm saying. Whoa! Exclamation point. That's actually super cool because the song, quotations, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," in quotations. Okay, that didn't work. The whole quotation thing. Thought that might work. The exclamation point worked. Song came out in 1908. That's amazing. Yeah, that was a really uh that was really good. Um, okay, that's VeVe, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so moving on, acupuncture appointment. Again, I don't have much to say about this because um um I haven't done the appointment yet, and I've never had acupuncture done before, but I have seen Final Destination, and that doesn't help, but it doesn't, oh, that's besides the point. I'm excited for it. I know, I talked to my doctor about it. He's, incredibly smart, and I think his exact words is there's not an exact yes or no, this is even beneficial, I believe. He's really, I trust him. But I, you know, I believe in it. The thing that makes me really believe in it is because, or believe that it could do something nice, is because there's like a pinpoint spot that is really bothering me all the time. And if she could just take a needle gun, just right in that spot, then that would be great. But yeah, I don't know what she'll do. Probably just put it all over my body. I really don't know. Or all over my back and neck. I'm excited. I mean, you know, I'm excited. A little nervous, be totally frank, but I'm excited nonetheless. Uh, Anything that can help my back heal, I'm down for. Um, yeah, so I have that on Wednesday. It's currently Monday, and I mean that's really all I have to say about that because I'll give a an actual you know genuine review slash update slash whatever next episode after I actually do it, but just letting you know in case those needles go a little too far and pierce my heart, and then I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so Instagram update. Do you even want to hear about this? Fine, I'll tell you. So I recently uploaded my 600th post on Instagram, and that may have broken the mold, ladies and gentlemen. I've gotten the most likes on that than I have in a while. And you may be asking, whoa, what is it like? That must be a lot of likes. It's 22 likes. I used to get 100 plus, so that's why I'm like, what's up with this algorithm thing? But I think it's actually, it's actually working. I think because it's actually a new picture that I spent a lot of time on. It's on the Instagram Pearson visuals. If you want to check it out, it's also in the description. That's what it looks like. um, you know what I mean? So that's, and I don't know. It's that one did a lot better than anything else I've done recently. So who knows? But it's at least reassuring now that I'm seeing more results. Um, so so that's basically the Instagram update. I just need to start uploading better stuff, you know, and it's difficult with Instagram because it's like you really do need to upload daily just to you know be in these people's lives, your followers' lives every day. You get a little hit of the Pearson visuals. And then if you skip a couple days, people will forget. People will forget, and then you pop out and you're like, I don't even know if I like this, anymore. Unfollow. That's just how it works, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how it works for, most platforms. I mean, YouTube is different because it's, not everyone can upload YouTube videos. Not everyone. A video and a picture like Instagram makes it so easy for you to just upload some random picture. You take a picture on your phone, you upload it. You can even add filters and blah 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 through the app. All you need is your phone and your app. Even TikTok makes it incredibly easy, and that's probably why TikTok is um, so popular, because they've taken what Instagram has done, which has made it very easy to edit and manipulate photos just within your phone. And now what TikTok has done is made it incredibly easy to edit and manipulate videos. And I actually, when I was uploading TikTok videos, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, I did kind of look through the editing, the editor or whatever you want to call it, and it's incredibly easy to do. They've It's really creative how they've done it, and hats off to them, because they've made it very easy to do these seemingly complex things. So yeah, great for them. So that's about the Instagram update. So I'll be going into Moonknight review of episode 1 and 2. Now, if you haven't seen it and want to see it, I mean, I'm not gonna try. I really don't think there's anything really to spoil. Yeah, just to be safe. This is probably, here, how about this? I'll say the thing I was gonna say after this, just so if you don't want any spoilers, you can click off. Um, so one thing I was going to mention at the end is I won't be doing the podcast when I'm on the road trip, simply, or at least every Monday guaranteed, because it's just, I'm making a video, like vlog, every single day on the trip. You know what I mean? So that's already going to be very, very difficult to do. And if I'm also having to worry about doing a podcast, I might just, take away from the vacation a little bit. Um, so I won't be doing the podcast guaranteed every Monday while I'm on the trip. It'll be giving me a little bit of a break from the podcast, at least, not from content creating, because again, I'm making, like, you know a lot of videos. I'll be gone for a decent amount of days, making uh you know probably, I mean, almost certainly at least 2 weeks. So at least 14 videos. It'll probably be even a lot more. So sorry about that if you you know even look forward to these podcasts, but just letting you know. So and also, I don't know if I'll be uploading the videos daily. I'm not sure, because it depends on if I have Wi-Fi at the places we're staying. It's all very uncertain, the whole trip thing. So you will get the videos. I've got plenty of storage. I've got, I'm bringing my laptop and my editing stuff, so I'll be able to edit it and everything like that. So, blah blah blah. Okay, so, um, so that's that. Now on to Moonknight, episode 1 and 2. Possible spoilers. If you're interested in watching it without spoiling it, probably just click off. Click off. But I enjoyed your presence watching this until this far. All right, spoiler time. So I don't have. I mean, I don't know. I don't have like anything entirely crazy to say. Just a couple. Just, I think, one big point. Okay, so this is my opinion. The first episode, I thoroughly enjoyed, because I really like trippy shows. And it's funny I'm saying this now, because I just watched I just started watching Inception for the first time. And I know, for the first time, I know. And it's just like that, super trippy, and I love that. I absolutely love it. Now Moonknight is similar. It's like, it's actually very similar to Inception. Where the whole dreaming, am I dreaming, am I not, blah 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 thing. So, um, so yeah, I really like that trippy aspect for sure. Surreal, blah blah blah, whatever you want to call it. And the first episode was super cool. It 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 made us enticed and only showed, the suit guy really got into some serious juice at the very end. Um, so that was great on their part. Now, the second episode. Okay. It was slightly harder to follow. Slightly harder. I could still keep on track. With Inception, I'm kind of just like, just pulling me along. I'm like, I'll just trust that it all makes sense, type of thing. I mean, it's obviously one of those movies you just need to watch a couple times to fully grasp. Just like Interstellar, just like Tenet, blah blah blah. All of Christopher Nolan's freaking time movies. What was I talking about? Okay, so second episode, yeah, I'm like, I'm following it, but am I? And then a fight scene came up. Okay. Now there's two big things that I need to say about this. So one, I could tell that they were playing with the budget. They didn't have enough to make the full fight scene, and the cop out is just making the monster invisible. All right. And I couldn't get out of my filmmaker vision to see if that played into. I mean, I don't think so. I think they did it a little too much. The whole fighting with an invisible monster or whatever, because obviously if it's a monster is invisible, then you don't have to add the CG created monster in. You see what I'm saying? Um so yeah, and then, they're so that's one thing. They're stretching the budget a little bit too much, and I think there was only like a big cool fight scene towards the end, and like 80% of that episode was just talking. Talking is great, but you really need to nail in the dialogue, to make it, not to make it to where people really want to continue watching it. And I'm not sure if they did that. But this is my biggest gripe. And this is my biggest gripe with most shows that do this, but this one especially, okay? It needs to be rated R, in my opinion. It just does, because what they are doing with this is it's too close to Deadpool. And I like Deadpool. Deadpool's rated R, alright? I love Deadpool. The jokes you could make actually funny, because, you could go all the way with them. You'd have to teeter on this, you know, PG-13 type thing. Okay? So one, the dialogue, the language, all that stuff, you're open to any possibility with R. And when you can see the nerf in just the dialogue, then I'm automatically brought out of it. Okay? Now that's not just it. The violence. It was so PG-13. I can't. I don't know if I can. I really think I can't with this. It's like, you need to make it rated R. It's too, like, Cartoon Network-ish or something. I don't know. It's just like, I don't buy it. I think that's the biggest thing. I don't buy it. I need to see a little bit of blood. I need to see something. All right? you know, I say this all the time. Real life is rated R. And if you want me to buy that it's real life, you need to make it rated R. Because I can tell that you're not going all the way. I can tell that you're hiding things to make it appeal to younger kids. I can't. And if you're making it appeal to younger kids, then make it PG, okay? Like, really. And here's the thing. Christopher Nolan is an amazing example, okay? He's made The Dark Knight, Interstellar, Inception, Tenet. What do those all have in common besides Christopher Nolan directed them? They're all rated PG-13. What do they all have in common? You don't think they're rated PG-13, okay? He does it in such a beautiful way that you're not even thinking about the rating. You can tell he's just doing it in such the perfect way that that's not even on your mind. You're just enjoying it. And that's what I need. Okay? And I realize that Christopher Nolan is one in a million, and he's an absolutely, amazing director, one of the best for sure. I mean, obviously, Interstellar has to. It's probably my favorite movie, if I'm being honest. It's difficult for me to say that because there's so many movies that I love. Um, but all around, I don't know. It's hard to compete with it. Um, it really is. So that's my only. Those are my two things. One, it's too close to Deadpool. You just need to make it rated R, okay? And the other one is, and I understand the whole budget thing. It's a new TV show, and I think they just need to allocate their budget more wisely. You don't need a budget to make good dialogue, all right? You don't need to spend crazy money on the. It's almost like they spent their entire budget in the first episode. All right, am I tripping? Maybe they had like a few episode, and who knows how much. I mean, obviously they pre-recorded probably a season at least, but it feels like they really went all out in the budget for the first episode, and the second episode got the shaft. Now, the only reason why I'll probably watch the second episode now is because they ended it on a nice note. Is now they're in Egypt. And I'm like, okay, all right, you got me. That's pretty cool. I'll see what's happening there. But then again, if I can tell that they're not actually in Egypt and it's like they're playing with the green screen type thing, then I don't know. This third episode will make it or break it for me personally. That's me personally. First episode I loved. Second episode I was like, okay. And then third episode is gonna make it or break it. Alright? That's my thoughts. Budget, nail in your dialogue. That takes no budget. Nail in your dialogue. And just make your videos rated R. I mean, I don't know. I get the thought behind making it PG-13, making it to where more of an audience will watch it, but it's like, you don't think a bunch of kids watch Justice League, Zack Snyder edition version? Like, yeah, it was rated R, but it's not like they were flopping boobies all over the time or they were screaming the N word. I don't even know if there were any swear words. I think there was just the occasional blood splatter and, cutting off the occasional limb, but it wasn't even like insanely gory or anything. It was easily a teen could watch it. I mean, easily. Even, a 10-year-old could watch it, for sure. Under that, I don't know, but 10-year-old and up for sure could watch it. So I'm not talking about, um, obscene language. I'm not talking about, you don't have to add nudity. I'm talking about just not being caged in by the PG-13 cage. Break out and have no cage at all, and then your creativity And then you're able to think outside the box, especially if the box is called PG-13. Well, that's about all I have to say. It was a pretty good episode, if I do say so myself. Made it past an hour as well. As always, hope you all enjoyed. Again, Patreon in the description. Sorry I've been sleeping on the Pearson Podcast clips. It's just laziness, if I'm being totally honest. And I've also been sleeping on the timestamps. I'm sorry. It's just laziness. I will really try and do the timestamps for this one because I feel like it's very important. Just laziness, alright? Excuse me. I try every day to do better, alright? I really do. And sometimes my mind gets the best of me. Just because I'm juggling all these ding-dong things. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope everything in your lives are doing absolutely fantastic. I really do. And I will see you all next Monday. Peace.